We got ourselves team 1 together with Doom HZ. DHAZXOZ. What is this name? Doom Demon Hunter XZ. What? I'm not sure. That's supposed to be like an alphabet thing or whatever. But Doom is already getting blasted, and TM4 has barely tagged him, just literally letting dots melt him. Doom having the weirdest kind of. He's just blinking all over the place. Trick gets out of the main at last second, still to imprison on TM4. Ace having to go for Fleshcraft with a Metamorphosis. Needs to get super giga aggressive. He wants to be able to fight off versus TM4. Let him be behind no health from the start. TM4 did so much damage with barely touching the man. And Doom got himself plenty of defense, plenty of healing. Gonna be emergency healing for Team Forest as emergency Friends of Region activates. SSL drops low. Is continuing to get more dots and a big old rip with bleeds on the Doom. Looks like he's gonna bleed these boys dry as Doom is gonna have a Demon Soul spawning next to him, slaying the Demon, picking up the Demon Soul, which gives him a 20% damage. As an old school mechanic from Legion, every time you slay a Demon Soul, every time you slay an enemy, you get their soul. And if it's a demon fragment, huge damage to the TM Forest. How would you go for a wall? Do not trick it. Still super low on health. Needs to recover badly. This is going to be a quick maybe to Doom. Looks like he's trying to stay as aggressive as possible. Does hit him with the root. Looks like it's not going to happen. Dooms is back onto TM Forest, putting so much pressure to the Druid. Druid back in bear form. Doesn't even friends in region. Thorns is up. Could die here. Going to be Doom. Oh, sacrifices the bed. And TM Forest surrounded the bed. Bed exploded. And TM Forest got hit. But the shrapnel of all the demon bits flying. A little bit of scales over here. A fang and a claw and a piece of wing there. Just absolutely imploded on that guy. That was actually insane. I didn't even know he would actually be able to get that kind of a kill. Doom's gonna get knocked back. Sorlos is gonna hit with a stun as Dooms gets back in there. I-beam. That's gonna be. Is that another Demon Soul? Looks like he just consumed one. Oh, a second demon spawning in, so it looks like he had a Demon Soul already. Oh no, Sorlos is right next to the demon that he needs. Trying to catch up to demon, slaying it, eating that soul real quickly. Got himself a massive heal for it. Looking for that reset behind the pillar. Solo's trying to see if he can get a line of sight to find him. Dropping down totems to get himself a bit of healing. Dooms is under the pillar, charging away from him. Gonna be a slow totem, but Dooms is gonna be able to at least get away from it. Gonna be Earth Elemental 4. Solos as a defensive. And Dooms is still just getting barrage, has darkness at best. This is gonna pick up what looks like another Demon Soul. Every time he glows green like that, makes me feel like he got Demon Soul damage or something. I'm not quite sure. Healing Surge by Sorlos, as Dooms is gonna be able to get behind the pillar with a Fleshcraft. Gonna be a quick control by Sorlos. And Doom got himself at least a big defense. It's going to be a full demon ready and available for him to be able to consume anytime he needs to. Sorless under a bit of pressure. One interrupt could set him behind. Does play Fleshcraft, so he has himself a defensive in case things really go bad. And I just noticed I'm having some audio issues in WoW. So there were some audio issues here, boys, but at least we got music at least, if anything. I-beam by Dooms. And Sorlos at least is going to be able to get himself a little bit of damage. Gonna be big blast out of the Shaman though, with the light last trinket by the Demon Hunter. Looking to create himself some line of sight. Does he go for a Fleshcraft? Sorlo's just dropping down the Healer Stream Totem and looking for that quick recovery. So Doom looking for that line of sight though, trying to get his best line of sight. The slows for Frostsharks are gonna be pretty brutal for him. Looks like there was a Demon Soul waiting for him. Where is he getting all these souls? Because he picks up Demon Soul, he starts glowing all green. That means he got a 20% damage buff. So maybe he's slaying those demons and trying not to consume those souls until he's like in a really bad spot. Or maybe he's somehow naturally getting demon souls. Gonna be that Doom Guard getting slain. That's gonna be Sky Fury for Solos looking for a big crit. Light less on the Dooms does create some line of sight while jumping onto the bridge. And Dooms is in a situation where he might be in a pretty bad situation. Unless he get himself a defensive, maybe a Fleshcraft. He needs something, anything. He's sitting at about a half health. Solo's got himself a big Stormkeeper, so he's got mobility. He's got to be a quick imprisoned by the Demon Hunter as he's just looking to get some line of sight away from Solos. Maybe he could wait out the Stormkeeper. Looks like it's going to be some line of sight. Double zaps. Going to be on Doom. Going to be in big trouble. Stun into Solos. Does he have a good setup? Going to be an I-beam. Giving him a lot of leech, lots of survivability as a Fell Rush comes out, but the Lightning Lasso stops him in place. And Solos has a decent position to maybe go for a knockback. Going to be the full Metamorphosis for Dooms. Stun onto Sorlos. Does he maybe get himself another heal? Gonna be an intro by Sorlos. Sorlos super low though. Could be really bad for him. He's gonna try to go for a Hex, but Dooms does end up slaying him with a Chaos Strikes back to bag this Demon Hunter. Is just continuing to play the game, boys. He's just getting super low. Talk about doing a Xylem challenge from Mage Tower all over again and being blasted out by these casters. Back to back. absolutely decimated by the castles, but still somehow narrowly survives it. Gonna be Cow back. Asking him to come back. Gonna be the demon slain, picking up the buff. Son to Cow back as the pop Barskin. Gonna be berserked by this kitty. Is that a Necrolord kitty cap? Most likely. Big bites onto Doom as Doom got himself blade dance rolling. Gonna be Cow back with a bear form for a second. Is that gonna be friends of regen? Looks like he does get himself a bit of recovery. Dooms does have his flesh cuff broken. Not a lot of defenses really left unless he can go for an I-beam. Gonna imprison on kitty. Does go for a trinket. Looks like the cat trying to see if they can leap towards Demon Hunter, but does miss it for a second. It's gonna be that leap from a long distance, and Dooms needs something to recover here. Maybe a stun, anything. Stun on a cow back. Does get himself I-beam for a second. That's going to be a blade dance and a couple of cash strikes to recover into another stun onto cow back. Does get himself a full rush. Looks like the druid is able to get himself recovery. Big butt into Dooms. Dooms needs something, anything right now, but looks like the blades do end up taking him out. That was a rough one, but the guy played extremely well, man. Demon Hunters are just nuts when they get super aggressive. This guy, I think, he tried his very, very best. G-Fuck is going to play in that Necrolord. Oh, I like your Mog. I like that transmog. Got himself a nice little crown, looking a little bit golden. Freezing Trap waiting in his back. And Cowback is given an opportunity to get himself a bit of recovery and a bit of a reset. G-Funk is just letting the Druid come to him. If the Druid is careful, he'll just open from the front. He'll just open from the front. It looks like it's exactly what he's gonna do. Just let the frontal opener happen. Got him full bleeds onto G-Funk. G-Funk with a fade down immediately. Still freeze the trap, waiting for him in case Cowback does run over to G-Funk. Drop it down. Big damage. Gonna be a trick and stun to Cowback. Does not have a trinket for a while. And G-Funk got him so big. Chain, oh, not Chain Harvest. Death Chakram. Close enough. Chakram, Chain. Close enough. G-Funk super low in health though. Looks like Cowback got quite a bit of a bite to him. Eating the freezing trap, and this is going to be a redot by G-Funk. Get himself a disengage to try to see if he can round around the pillar. Trying to land a Scare Beast onto the Druid. Going to be a Skull Bash. Does get the kick, and that's going to be a freebie flash cup for G-Funk. So you might be able to get him some recovery. Quick harpoon, pinning the kitted down for a second so he can't get the line of sight as quickly. Cowback dotted up, has Hunter's Mark on him. The pets are chasing after him. Looks like he's going to create some line of sight. G-Funk is going to take the moment as the Feral does get away to get himself a Manic Bandage. The Cowback still has a Hunter's Mark on him, so G-Funk should be able to see him every single time. Quick maim, Cowback trying to get full dots in there. Does G-Funk have anything? Manic Bandages, Feign Death, gonna be Shackles onto Cowback, has no health whatsoever. One more hit could end him right now. G-Funk did not look like he had any disengage or anything to get line of sight. Gonna be a stun to Cowback, check inside of it. Barskin is up, G-Funk super low in health as well. Needs something, it's gonna be Turtle Shell with a Feign Death into a Cam, a Manic Bandage, just trying to recover as quickly as possible. But Cowback is given the opportunity to go for a complete reset. That is super unfortunate. Like, G-Funk basically had a freezing trap, meaning the kitty as they pounce on G-Funk. It is going to shift out of feral form, I guess, in case he wants to go for a shift in the cat. I guess shifting forms is going to free him over when he slows, but maybe he was also expecting, you know what? Just to make sure he doesn't land a Fear on me. Just make sure I have a free global as soon as I get out. Cowback with a couple of bleeds. One more bite on G-Funk, taking him out. Sejura going to be up next as Cowback gets a full flash cap. And the Feral is able to catch a quick reset versus Sejura. Are we going to be seeing a Necrolord Warrior, or does Sejura change it up a little bit? Trying to go for a Shadowing Throw into the flesh cap. It looks like Cowback is just going to get some freebie dots on Sejura. Sejura could be in trouble. Not a lot of health left. Parry's up, but he's going to take damage from the thorns, the bleeds, and everything. Is going to go for flesh cap. Getting the Feral out from behind the pillar. Actually parrying the interrupt by the Feral. Interrupt is still a physical melee attack in some way or another. Somewhere in the game files. So popping a parry, you're actually immune to that interrupt. Gonna be a throw back. Oh, Cowback gonna get thrown back and thrown down onto the ground as Sejura landing a couple of those charge executes in there. Back to back. Zalia gonna be what, second person on team 2 or third person on team 2 versus Sejura, trying to disarm him and go for as much eviscerate damage as possible. Sejura could be in a bit of trouble. Gonna be that evasion for the rogue really early. Sejura needs anything to survive. Does not have a flesh cut for a while. Maybe has a fear. No, he doesn't. I don't think he does, at least. Has reflect, but that's about it. I don't know if he got, yeah, nothing for the rogue. The rogue just came at the warrior as he just spent every bit of his cooldowns at the very end. And Antibadan just tried to see if he could get over there. Anton, the unholy Death Knight, try to see if you can land a random Death and Decay on the rogue, but isn't able to quite get him. 9 minutes in the duel, 28% dampener, boys. And we'll see where this goes. We got Raze over on the team 1, chilling in the back. We also got Deftones over on team 2. Both of them are waiting. So it really comes down to the two last ones left on each team to try to see which one can win. Zally gonna get the opener onto Anton, has to take it, and the opener gonna be the disarm immediately, but he doesn't really need his weapon. His weapon is the army of the undead that he can summon. Quick stun. Zally taking a bit of damage right now. What was that damage out of Anton just now? Was he playing Necromantic Bargain or something? Quick, get a shot onto Anton. He is an orc. Oh! What was that damage? What was he? That wasn't even the army of the dead, was it? No, it wasn't. I don't even know what he hit him with. What did you just hit that rogue with? What? I mean, he hit him with damage for sure, but like, I'm just not sure what spell was it that did him like that. Crazy. Deftones with a wall as he's trying to go for full set his big shot over Anton. Oh my goodness. I think Anton did not want to trinket it. He's like, you know what? I got plenty of health. I'm fine. I'm okay. We're hanging. We're chilling. And then out of nowhere, then Handsome Shaman ramped up. Raze is going to be up next. Cloak of Shadows after Deftones. And try to see if you might be able to tussle with the Shaman. It's going to be a quick disarm. Deftones got plenty of Maelstrom cooked up from the last duel. So he got himself plenty of survivability for now. Ray is jumping down, trying not to give Deftones any more Maelstrom, maybe going for a reset. Ray is playing this as Assassination Rogue, did burn a Vendetta into Deftones. Maybe there's some residual dot damage afterwards, but for now, he just doesn't really have that much potential at the moment. Quick cheap shot with a Garrote. Sunder by Deftones. Maybe dropping down a stun totem onto Raze. That might help him out here, honestly. If he can get himself a huge proc. Flame shotgun to Raze. He's looking for a bit of line of sight. Deftones has a bit of dots on him. Needs to build up Maelstrom. Does not want to use his mana to hard cast heals unless it's just pure emergency. It looks like Deftones is just going to have to do it. And Raze does end up stabbing him out. Man, everybody got a chance to play that game, honestly. I like seeing that, dude. There's so much just crazy good damage out there. I'm a big fan. I like it. Oh my god. Let's go, boys. All right, let's get another duel going, yeah?